Right now, somewhere in your home, there is a creature that tastes your food with its feet, eats by vomiting on it, and watches your fastest movement unfold in slow motion. You've met it 1,000 times. You've grabbed a newspaper, crept up slow, and swung with everything you had, and it was already gone. Every single time. That's not luck. The housefly isn't fast. The truth is stranger and honestly a little insulting. To a fly, you are the slow one. A clumsy giant, wading through honey, broadcasting every move long before it lands. It saw your swat coming before your arm even moved. And we're going to get to exactly how. So let me put you inside one. Imagine you wake up tomorrow and you are a housefly. What is it actually like? Because it is so much stranger than you think. The very first thing you'd notice is that the world has slowed to a crawl. Your eyes now refresh reality around 250 times every second. A human's manage about 60. Where a person sees one smooth flowing movement, you see every individual frame in between, crisp and separate and slow. That swatter coming down at you. You don't see a blur. You see a vast, lazy slab drifting toward you through thick air with all the time in the world to step aside. To you, the fastest swing a human can throw looks like a slow-motion replay. You're not dodging a fast hand, you're strolling away from a slow one. And that is only the beginning. Because the body you've woken up in is one of the most over-engineered survival machines on Earth. Open your eyes, except you can't. Not the way you used to, because you don't have two eyes anymore. You have two compound eyes, each one a mosaic of several thousand separate lenses. Thousands of tiny pictures stitched into one. They bulge from the sides of your head and give you a near-perfect, almost 360-degree view of the world. You can see behind yourself without ever turning around. But here's the strange part. You can't really see detail. Your world isn't sharp. It's a low-resolution mosaic obsessed with one thing only: movement. A motionless hand, hovering an inch away, is almost invisible to you. But the instant it so much as twitches, it explodes across your vision like an alarm going off in every direction at once. And that alarm triggers something extraordinary. The moment you detect a looming threat, your tiny brain does the math, in about 1/10 of a second. It works out exactly where the danger is coming from, and then, before you make any move at all, it quietly shifts your weight and repositions your legs, angling your whole body so that a single push will fire you in the opposite direction. You are already leaning away to safety before you've even jumped. The swat was over before it began. Now land somewhere, on a table, a windowsill, a piece of fruit, and taste it, because you taste with your feet. The bottoms of your feet are carpeted in tiny sensors, each one able to detect sugar, salt, and water. The second you touch down on something, you already know whether it's food. You don't lick it. You don't sniff it first. You stand on it, and the flavor floods up through your legs. When a fly lands on your dinner, understand. It is already eating it with its feet. Now take off and discover that you fly like nothing else alive. Your wings beat around 200 times every second. That maddening buzz humans hear isn't a sound you make on purpose. It is your wing beat, the air being chopped 200 times a second. And keeping you stable through all of it are two of the strangest organs in nature. Just behind your wings sit two tiny club-shaped stalks called Halteres, your hind wings, shrunk down into little drumsticks. They vibrate in time with your wings, and using the exact same physics that steadies a spinning gyroscope, they sense every tilt, every roll, every spin of your body in real time, and correct it instantly. You have built-in flight computers. It's why you can hover, weave, and change direction in a heartbeat, while a human can barely follow you with their eyes. And then there's your party trick. To land on the ceiling, you don't flip over and gently float up. You speed up toward it, and at the last instant, you throw your body into a rapid rotation, fling out your front legs to grab the surface, and let your momentum swing the rest of your body up after them. The whole upside-down maneuver takes only about 4 to 8 beats of your wings, a fraction of a second, every single time you land over your own head. You hold on because your feet are tipped with cushioned pads covered in microscopic hairs that ooze a thin, sticky film of sugars and oils, gripping smooth glass and painted ceilings alike. You don't walk up walls by magic. You walk on tiny glue-tipped boots. and you taste every surface you climb. But the strangest thing about being a fly is how you eat. You have no teeth, no jaws. You cannot bite or chew anything at all. So when you find a crumb, you do the only thing you can. You throw up on it. You spit out saliva loaded with digestive enzymes, let it dissolve the food into a warm soup outside your body, and then sponge that soup back up with a soft, pad-like mouth full of tiny straw-like grooves. Every meal you have ever eaten, you first liquefied by vomiting on it. And you have to do all of this fast, because your entire life is almost over before it begins. As an adult, you have maybe 2 to 4 weeks to live. That's it. So every waking moment is a race. A female fly will lay batches of up to 150 eggs at a time, thousands across her short life. And because a new fly can go from egg to adult in as little as a week, the math becomes staggering. If every descendant of a single female survived one warm summer, there would be over 1 million of them. You are built, down to the cell, to outbreed everything that's trying to kill you. And in the little time you have, you spend a surprising amount of it cleaning. That nervous, plotting gesture, the fly rubbing its hands together, isn't scheming, it's grooming, and it's urgent. Because you taste with your feet and smell through your antennae, a single speck of dirt is a blind taste bud, a deadened sense. So you wipe yourself down, constantly, even running your front legs through a special notch built just for cleaning your antennae. A clean fly is a fly that can still feel the world. So that is what it's like to be a housefly. To watch the world in slow motion, to see in every direction at once, to taste with your feet, fly with built-in gyroscopes, land on ceilings in a barrel roll, and eat by dissolving your food with your own vomit, all in the span of a single month. We call it disgusting, a pest, something to be killed. But the truth is stranger than that. The fly isn't simple, and it isn't slow. It is one of the most refined survival machines evolution has ever produced, living in a faster reality, sensing more of the world than we do, and beating us at the one game we keep trying to play with it. So the next time one lands on your table and you reach, slowly, for something to swat it with, and it vanishes the instant before you strike, you'll finally understand why. It saw the whole thing coming, in slow motion, from the moment you began. If this changed the way you see the thing buzzing around your kitchen, subscribe. And next time, we'll climb inside the body of another creature you've completely underestimated.